Hi, I'm your host, Jeff Krause with Classic Car TV. Welcome to the show. And we found a really neat car. This is a 1929 Ford, or what used to be. And the owner here, Mike, has done a bunch of neat stuff with it. Tell us a little bit about the car and what led you to do this.
Well, I built it for the race on the Salt Flats out about 80 miles from here. And it's just a stock Model A engine. It's a wing tank from an airplane. I bought it at a surplus store. I cut it all up in pieces and put it back together, and this is what it turned out to be.
So what was your inspiration to do this?
Well, I've always wanted to race out the Salt Flats, and I just one day decided last January that I was going to do it.
Time to go ahead and fulfill your dream. So you ran it out last year, right?
I did. I ran it out there last year. Unofficially, we did 67 miles an hour. I was hoping to do over 100, but this year I've done some modifications to it, and I know that I'll do over 100.
Going to do 100 miles an hour in a 1929 Ford?
Yeah, it's got mechanical brakes. They call them 30-mile-an-hour brakes, so I got to have a long ways to stop.
There you go. Well, very good. Well, best of luck to you. I hope you hit 100 miles an hour this year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for talking to us.
Well, thank you for interviewing me. We'll see you.
Here with Hot Rod Alley and her really neat roadster for the Salt Flats. Tell me a little bit about the car and why you got started in this.
It's been my dad's dream forever, and he wanted to try his hand at a race car. So last year he decided he was going to build a race car and take it out to the Bonneville Salt Flats. So they were getting it ready, and I was watching my brother race, and it kind of hit me. It was like, I want to do that.
So did he race on the flats as well?
My brother did, and so
a little bit of brother-sister competitive event there.
So in August, I went out to watch my brother race.
Okay.
And then I thought, it just sounded, I don't know, something bit me, I guess. So I just told my dad, maybe you want to try that.
Okay. So tell me about the car. What did it start off as, and what's the motor in here? I haven't seen this before.
It was actually a motorcycle engine, a Hayabusa. So they used the motorcycle engine and converted it, got it into the car,
and so it's a turbo. It's a turbo Hayabusa?
The turbo. It started out just normal, just the motorcycle engine itself. And then that was the first record that we got.
And how fast did you go?
The old record, at least if I remember right, was around 106. And it was standing for about 10 to 11 years. And in August, my brother broke that. It was around 122. And then in September, mine was close to 125.
All right. And that was with the old engine?
Without the turbo. And so then in September, we went out with the turbo and actually blew a piston.
Okay.
So that kind of did us in a little bit in September. So we fixed it, came back in October, set to break the turbo record, if I remember right, it's in the lower 130s. And before we blew a piston, we were going probably 166.
Wow.
So we know we'll get it. But October, when we went back out there, we got rained out.
Oh, man.
So we're just waiting till August, and we're going to take this back out.
So when you go back in August, how long do they run on the salt?
It's about a week.
So it's a pretty small time window if you have a problem.
And if you have a problem, most of the time you're out.
Okay.
And that's kind of that's the risk.
We'll see. Well, good luck. Best of luck to you. We'll look for you out there. Thanks. Bye-bye. Found a really nice DeLorean here. The owner is Jared. Tell us a little bit about the car and why you ended up buying a DeLorean.
Well, as you know, the DeLorean is the only stainless steel, I should say mass-produced stainless steel car made in Northern Ireland from 1981 to 83. This particular example is VIN 2087, so there were approximately 9,000 made.
Oh wow,
so This is kind of an earlier model there. Has some unique features such as the gas flap hood and the grooves in the hood in the front.
So when did they change those?
It was either in late 81 or early 82. I believe it was in late 81.
Okay.
As you know, it's a rear-engine car with a PRV V6.
Yeah, that was a 2.7 liters?
2.8 liter.
2.8, okay.
And very common in quite a few Volvos. Kind of underpowered at the time, but didn't necessarily sell well because it was competing in the same price bracket as like a Porsche or Corvette.
Okay.
And of course, it came out in the recession of the 80s, so
which didn't help any at all.
Didn't help at all.
Yeah, so how long have you owned this car?
I've owned it for only about a year and a half.
And what led you to buy a DeLorean? Were you looking for it specifically?
No, not well, yeah, actually, I was. I was shopping around for quite a while, and this one popped up online in Mississippi, and saved up our money, luckily, and we were able to purchase this one and drive it home and arrived without any problems.
Very good. And does everything still work on the car?
Everything does work. I've had to do very little maintenance to the car. A few of the hydraulics, of course, now that it's 31 years old. Some of the clutch master, brake master, some of the old seals are breaking, but other than that, it's a very solid car.
So have you gotten in touch with other DeLorean owners? Are you involved with the club at all?
Yeah, there's an online club that's very well maintained and participated in by a lot of owners. And not so much here in Utah. There's a few DeLorean owners around. I've only met one myself. But yes, there's a very big community that supports these cars.
Very good. Now, are you planning on modifying the car at all, or are you going to leave it completely stock?
I'm going to leave it completely stock. DeLorean Motor Company, as you know, went bankrupt in '82, but they made enough parts to make hundreds more, but they never finished them.
Okay.
So there's a company that bought all that inventory, so you can buy parts for this readily from Houston and from DeLorean Motor Company in Houston.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate your telling us about the car.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're here with Larry with one of the nicest 44s we've seen in a long time. Larry, tell us about your car. How long have you had it, and what have you dane to it?
Well, I've had it about 9 years. The car was built when I bought it, but I had a lot of changes I had to make to it. I had to go through the motor, had a lot of suspension work I had to do. The running boards were shiny. They're metal, but they were just shiny, and so I put the rubber on there. I changed tires and on the rims and stuff on it. I've redone the shifter and a bunch of things in the car that was not quite right, and I've done quite a few things to the car.
And tell us about the paint. Did you design the paint scheme, or did it come like this?
No, I didn't. The paint was on there. I had to put the trim on and stuff like that. The car wasn't quite done when I got it, but this car was painted 18 years ago, or 19 years ago, and I've owned the car for 9 years. It was the guy got it finished, and almost finished, left it in his shop for like 7 years before I bought it.
Okay.
And it had been painted like 2 years prior to him even, finishing it, whatever.
And have you been a car nut for most of your life, or
I've been a car nut most of my life. I've had quite a few different cars. I had a 55 Chevy two-door Post. I had a 55 Chevy truck. I had a 66 Nova, 36 Ford truck. I've had quite a few different cars, and I sold a little 66 Nova Super Sport in order to buy this car.
I hear you've got a special exhaust on this.
I have a very special exhaust.
Would you show us what that is?
And also, my son put my poppers in here.
Oh.
The door you couldn't get open until you rolled the window down. Now, it's easy access.
I like that. That sounds really nice.
Well, and then I'm in a bumper shop.
Okay.
The guy says, "Take a listen to this Mustang I did." So I listened. It sounded really good. Then I seen him reach up and kind of hit that.
Oh my gosh. That's neat. I like that. That's slick. Well, Larry, thank you. Well, Greg, we were walking around and saw your Bricklin. It's a 75, right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the car. How long have you had it, and what have you done to it?
I've had it since 2005. I've basically done very little, a little bit of cosmetics. It's an unrestored car.
Oh, really?
It's got not quite 6,200 miles on it.
6,200 miles.
Yes.
Wow, and this is the original color?
Yes, it's original finish.
Wow. Now, were you looking for a Brooklyn when you found this, or did you just fall in love with it once you saw it?
Well, I saw them when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
And I came across an ad and saw that they weren't as expensive as I thought they would be. And decided I'd look around and actually found this in Tooele.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, so basically a local car.
Yes.
Has it been local its whole life?
Pretty much. It started up in Preston, Idaho, went through Logan,
Okay.
and then came down to Sunset, then to Tooele.
And so how many owners total?
5?
4 or 5, yep. And when these cars, when they came out, they were special for a lot of reasons, but isn't the body plastic or fiberglass,
Yes,
or what is
plastic.
it?
It's literally plastic backed
Okay.
up by fiberglass.
And then it's a Ford drivetrain. It's a 351?
351 Windsor.
It's a Windsor. It's 2-barrel or 4-barrel?
2-barrel.
And then do you have an automatic in it, or is it a stick?
They were all automatics.
They're all
in
automatics.
1975.
Very neat. Now, how much have you had to do to maintain it? I mean,
I had to put carpet in it. The doors were originally hydraulic, and now they've been converted to air. I've put on the tires and wheels because I wasn't brave enough to drive on 40-year-old tires.
I understand. Very good.
Outside of that, other than cleaning it up and just keeping it in decent shape, changing the oil on it, I really haven't done that much.
Wow. And does everything still work?
For the most part.
For the most part?
The clock and the radio don't work, and the air conditioning is a little weak.
Yep. But very, very cool. Now, do you drive it to the events, or do you trailer
Yes, I
it?
drive it to all cars.
No kidding. Very good. How many miles were on it when you got it?
3,600.
Wow. And you only had it how many years?
7.
Wow. So whoever had it first didn't drive it very much.
Well, the original owner got it, put 3,500 miles on it. The doors quit working. It got parked, and that was it.
Wow. Do you have trouble getting parts for these cars, or is it out there?
Mechanically, as long as you know the crossover, you can pretty much get the parts at any O'Reilly or AutoZone.
Really?
As far as the body panels, there is a guy back east that's popping body panels for it. Interior parts, though, are pretty much non-existent.
Wow. Very neat. Well, that is a really neat car. It's gorgeous, as it should be for 6,200 miles.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Okay. Well, Lori, I've been walking past your car here for the whole day. We finally got a chance to meet you. Tell us about your Ford.
Well, it's got a completely metal body. There's no glass involved.
So it's an original 1929.
Original 1929
pickup. Okay.
Model A pickup. It's got a 64 Corvette engine in it.
So it's got a Corvette motor.
64 Corvette engine, 64 Corvette rear end suspension.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sweet little car we picked up at an auction about 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It was part of Gary Showalter's collection that he piggybacked onto an auction that we went to 3 years ago. So yeah, it's an excellent little car.
It's a really, really well done example. Now, what got you into hot rodding? Why did you look for, or did you just stumble into it and fall in love with it?
I have always been into hot rods.
Okay.
My father has been into hot rods. He's still a very active collector. He's got several show cars. I'm originally from Davison, Michigan, which is just outside of Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
So big car country. All my friends were into cars. I mean, I grew up working on cars, and so I've always been a car nut. So to say.
That's
Yeah.
neat. What's it like being a woman in a largely guy hobby? I mean,
It's really interesting. I mean,
Are they
a lot of
accepting
people,
you?
Well, they are, to a point. I obviously can't do all the mechanical work, but I can keep it clean. I can, do what I need to do. But no, I think it's well received because a lot of women, especially this car, a lot of women like this car. They think it's really cute. They love the color, and they kind of, they can relate to me.
That's
so
neat.
It's neat. Yeah.
But do you drive it? Do you spend time?
I do. I love to drive it. It's actually a nice driving car. So yeah, I take it out when I can. And
Very good.
It's a good time.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank
All right,
you.
thanks a lot.
Okay.
So what's your name?
My name is Dave Close.
And where are you from?
I'm from Ogden, Utah.
Ogden, Utah. What kind of car do we have here?
We have here a 1951 Willys Jeepster, two-door convertible.
How long have you had it?
My father bought this in 1952. It's been in our family ever since.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
My father drove it, my mother drove it, my three sisters drove it.
Oh wow, and what kind of, any modifications that you've done with the car?
This is completely stock. We did a frame-off restoration. Everything went back stock, just the way it came out of the production facility.
Okay. How many did they actually make of these?
This particular year and model with this engine and transmission combination, they built 745,
Oh wow.
of which this is number 55 out of 1951.
Okay, and what kind of engine do we have here?
We have here a 161 L-head, 73 horsepower engine with a 3-speed overdrive transmission.
Okay, is there anything else you want to tell me about the car?
It's been a riot to build. My family and I built this over the last 10 years. We took it right down to the frame, put everything brand new back in it, stock, just like it came out of the factory.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you.
What's your name?
David Hess.
David Hess. All right, and what kind of car are we looking at today?
2011 Corvette, Chevy Corvette Grand Sport convertible.
Nice. And how long have you had the vehicle for?
Almost a year.
Almost a year?
Yeah.
Any family history with it? Or?
No, just decided to buy a convertible.
What made you want to buy it?
Just the thrill of top-down driving.
Any modifications in it?
No, just mostly a couple interior parts. That's about
Okay,
it.
what kind of engine does it have?
6.2 liter V8.
Nice, all right.
Yeah.
And any other comments you have about the car?
No, just great car. Yeah.
Great car. All right, well, you can see this car down in Syracuse at the Syracuse Car Show in Syracuse, Utah. All right, thanks for speaking with me.
Yep, no problem.
Hi, what's your name?
Andrew Deckman.
Hi, Andrew, and what kind of car are we looking at today?
This is a 1930 Ford Model A.
Oh, and how long has it been in the family?
I just bought it about 2 years ago. I have another car, and I had to move up in the world and went from a 1916 to this 1930.
Okay, and any modifications? What have you done with the car?
I've put the wing windows, the trunk in the back, hence the term the trunk of the car. That's where it originated from.
All right, and what's so special about this car?
Nothing really special other than the fact that they are kind of rare, since it is a 1930 all original, nothing souped up about it. 40 horsepower engine, rumble seat. Everybody likes a rumble seat.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to tell me about the car?
It's a fun driver. Top speed's about 40-45. Which makes it not very, the car is not really in demand because it goes so slow. So it's only about 15,000 in the condition that it's in right now. So it's very affordable for people to get into wanting to purchase a car like this.
All right, and we're looking at this car at the Syracuse Car Show down in Syracuse, Utah. All right, thank you for speaking with me.
Yep, no
Have
problem.
a great day.
Hi, I'm Kate with Exotic Car TV. I'm super excited. We're here with Kyle with Kennedy Christian Motors in Bountiful, Utah. And we have with us a 2004 Mercedes E-Class Brabus. Let's talk a little bit more details about what does that mean?
The E55, the Brabus edition, comes with absolutely everything you can get on a car. It's an aftermarket package, and they put everything that you could get on a car. Every luxury item, every performance item that you could get. Incredibly fast, beautiful car to drive, luxurious, just one of the greatest cars out there.
And it's definitely automated. So let's talk a little bit about sunroofs. I love sunroofs. Who doesn't need vitamin D?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This one gives you sunroofs for both the front and back seat. So everybody gets a sunroof. The whole top will open up. So everybody can enjoy it, not just the front passengers anymore.
Okay, let's talk about horsepower. Let's get into that.
We're over 470 horsepower out of this motor.
Woo!
Quick right off the front, AMG brakes, which will stop it just as fast.
Nice.
So when you see the red and blues, you hit the brakes and you can slow right back down from almost 200 miles an hour top speed.
Now, one of the automotive features, the automated features that it has is voice activation. Let's talk a little bit more details to our watchers about what does that mean?
It is, you can tell the car what you want it to do. Change the station to this station, change the temperature to 74 instead of 76. Tell it anything you want, the car will do it.
Okay, now let's talk about the seats. These are comfortable seats. And not only are they comfortable, but it's great for the summertime because what does it have?
Cooled seats as well as heated, so right now it's really nice to blow the cold air everywhere that the sun doesn't shine.
Exactly, when it's a little too hot. And then on top of that, it massages.
It will massage you. You should live in this car because it gives you everything.
Exactly. So some of the really great features, when I look into it, I think, oh my goodness, it even recognizes when you put in the right key.
All you have to do is have the seat in your pocket or your purse, get in the car, it will go to where you set it last. It knows what you want and what you like, and it goes back there.
Talk about luxury right there. Okay, any other last features that you want to share?
Gosh, what else is there? The car is fast, it's comfortable. It's everything that you want in a car, but couldn't afford when it was brand new.
Exactly, and now it's at a fraction of the cost. It's a steal, really, for anyone out there.
Yeah, brand new it was just under $90,000, and now it's about $25,000.
Okay, for a V8 engine, are you kidding me?
Supercharged, massage, cooled seats, navigation, voice recognition. What else can you get?
No kidding, the dual sunroofs, that's what sells me on it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thanks so much. Hi, I'm Kate with Exotic Car TV. I'm here with Corey Chapman and with his Lamborghini 2005 V12. So tell us about what you love about your car.
The top off, the wind.
Okay, so and just give us a little insight in terms of the speeds you've topped off at.
195 is my highest.
195, not too shabby, huh?
No.
Okay, so you've owned the car for about 8,000 miles, about 3 years. What would you say is your absolute favorite part, best part about the car?
The car or the experience? Probably the funnest thing about the car, owning the car, is the kids.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, everywhere you go, the kids get a thrill.
So do you ever take one out for a spin?
Oh yeah, all the time. If they ask, if their parents ask me, I say the kid has to ask. But I give any kid who asks a ride.
Oh my goodness. So what made you decide I want a Lamborghini?
It was my dream car, but also it's the easiest car to maintain in the exotic world.
Okay, so tell us how easy this exotic car is to maintain.
It requires nothing. It's got an oil plug and it's an Audi motor with V12, and it costs about $250 in service, which is like any car at 3,000 or 4,000 miles.
Okay, $250. Did you guys hear that? Talk about a steal right there.
Yeah, compared to a Ferrari, it's $4,000.
Well, Corey, thank you so much. We appreciate you sharing your car with us.
You're welcome. Thanks for stopping.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for watching tonight's episode.
Join us next week for another great show with Classic Car TV.